do you remember the first time when you visited like a film set, and or something like you would want to share with your fans, like your first shot ever?
I remember my first shot actually. I remember my first shot, which is in a Doordarshan show called Gul Gulshan Gulfam, which I basically just had to run from one end of the room to the other, shouting "Mama" or "Papa," and then I said, "Okay, I'm done." And I remember in Hame Rahi Pyar Ke, there is a scene where Mama Ji says, "Ki chalo musical concert chalte hain," and we end up at a Bharatnatyam performance.
Yeah, I
And
know.
like as like a 6 year old, we're supposed to be all grumpy. So that was the first shot, and where he actually Sunny takes out his mouth organ and he starts playing and he disturbs everybody. So that was the first day of work, and I have to say that I had no idea of what was happening. I mean, I saw Mr. Mahesh Bhatt for the first time, who was introduced to me as the director, and I was six, seven then. And as a 6, 7 year old, I was like, I don't know what a director is, right? But he's just telling me to do something, and my dad said, like, listen to him. So I said, okay. I recognized Amir Khan and Juhi Chawla because I'd seen Dil and I'd seen films before. So I don't think I was starstruck, but I was like, but I was too young to understand that. I was like, hey, I've seen these guys on TV, and it's fun. That I don't know what I'm doing, but other people seem to be enjoying when I do this because I think as a kid they were like, oh, everything I did kind of was termed as oh so cute or whatever. It didn't make sense to me as a
Correct.
6 year old, and I was like, what is wrong with these people? I'm just being me, and they think everything that I do is so much fun. Great, let's do it.
But did you enjoy it as a kid when you
Yeah,
were?
yeah.
Oh,
So here's the thing. I mean, I had great parents who always kind of never forced me to do anything. In fact, even at that age, my dad was like, I used to ask my dad, like, what am I doing and what is my role and what is the story? And he would say, why don't you ask the director? And sometimes the directors and the producers were shocked that like a 8 year old or 9 year old is saying that, can you tell me the story of the film? Because even as a kid, I was like, I've seen a lot of films where you see the kid and then he runs and then he turns into Mr. Amitabh Bachchan or somebody else, and then you forget the kid. And I was like, I don't want to be that kid who's forgotten. So, and hence, I actually would, I've always said no to play hero ka bachpan, even when I was a kid. Only for Batsab, ever did that, to play like somebody's younger years. And I didn't want to do small roles because I was like, if you're not going to remember me, I used to like the whole fact to go to a theater and, I remember watching Hamere Pyar Ki in a theater at Gaiety Galaxy and Khalnayak had released and one more big film had released. And I remember being in that theater and people just laughing when I was saying something or I was putting the thermometer in that in the milk. And I just thought that this is what I really enjoyed. And then later on when I did theater on stage, I realized that that was like a live reaction that you get there and then. And I started enjoying that. So I mean, yeah, I just love being an actor, I guess.
lovely, lovely. You were a smart kid then. Like you understood everything, and
I,
you're like, okay, I
I
know what
guess
I want to do this.
I don't know if I was smart. I think I was always instinctive because I just thought if I'm not gonna enjoy doing this, then why should I do that?
Correct, absolutely right. So then you re-entered Bollywood as a hero in Kalyug.
Yeah.
So how is that different from your childhood films?
Oh, it was actually pretty nerve-wracking, because I had done a film called Dushman, where Ashutosh Rana was the main villain, and I was a kid then. Cut to I was doing Kalyug, where I was supposed to beat Ashutosh Rana up, and like it was like, and I remember it's also because it was Vishesh Films, right? And I've like grown up in front of Mukesh ji and Bhatt Saab, and even though Mohit was like 2 years older to me, so that comfort was great. But I still the whole idea of being on a set as a child actor, and now 7 years later, being the hero of a film, it
Yeah.
just mentally took some time to get used to how people were reacting to me or how I was supposed to act differently. And these actors that I'd worked with, my biggest predicament was that do I call say uncle now or say G or say sir? I don't like most of those people that I work with. I don't know what do I do. And but no, that was a couple of days, and then I got into the and it used to feel so good. I remember the first day we were shooting at Churchgate, and the crowd just assembles there, and they were like, "किसका shooting चल रहा है?" To me only. I was
हाँ.
like, "Oh, picture का चल रहा है." Like कौन है hero? I was like, "मैं हूँ hero." Oh अच्छा अच्छा autograph दो. I said मेरा नाम पता है? नहीं. I said ठीक है कोई नहीं फिर भी ले लो जब पिक्चर देखोगे तब पता चल जाएगा.
Crazy. And the film also had like a good set of songs, yeah, like
Yeah,
back to back
lovely songs.
lovely songs. So this is something that a lot of fans also they want to know, but personally I want to know this more. Like, what was your reaction when you were offered Go Goa Gone, and then you got to know that this is based on zombies? Like,
Okay, so Go Goa Gone was something that I wrote with the writer. So it wasn't offered to me. It was a film that Raj DK and I developed together.
wow.
And I have to say, even though the idea of zombies came from Raj, and I remember because I had a different idea of a film, and we wanted to do Goa. We wanted to do gangsters and drugs and these three guys who get stuck there. So I had an idea like that, and I told that to Raj and DK, and they liked it. And we wanted to do a slacker comedy. And a couple of months later, I remember I was in Delhi and Raj was in America. And he called me in the middle of the day and he said, "Do you have 2 minutes?" I said, "Yeah." And he said, "Listen, I have this idea. Don't freak out. Listen to it and don't react right now. Take half an hour and then call me back." And I was like, "What are you talking about?" And he said, "Okay, listen, the same film that you told us is good. We should do that. But now let's remove all the gangsters and replace them with zombies. What do you think?" And I remember the first reaction was like, "What? Like, it's America. Are you like drunk or something?" So I said, "Uh-huh, okay." And in 10 seconds later, I was like, "Oh my God, this is a brilliant idea. Come back, let's write this film." And but the thing was, so when we wrote it and we started telling people about it, they were not reacting like I did because they were like, "What are you talking about? What?" And what we started doing is some of the most wackiest reactions that we got. We started writing those. I started writing those dialogues in the film. Like one of the reactions that we got is like, "अरे आप लोग ये zombie वाली picture क्यों बना रहे हो? इंडिया में भूत प्रेत ये सब होता है. Zombie किधर से
Huh.
आया?" So we put that line in the film. So a lot
Correct.
of these things that came, and I was like, and I told Raj, I said, "What am I supposed to say to these guys? Like globalization, that's what happened." And so I put that line in that saying
Huh.
globalization, pehle lekar aaye HIV and zombie.
Huh.
So it was, I think it started as a passion project, and then I thought it was not going to happen. So it became like a pet hobby project that we'll keep developing until we find somebody. And luckily, we found somebody like Seth who not only was excited about the project enough to produce it, but also was willing to dye his hair blonde and play
Yeah.
Boris in the film. So I'm very happy that it did happen the way it did. And from three people in a room, we have a country today that loves the film so much that even after 7.5, almost 8 years now, it still brings a smile to people's faces and they want to see a sequel to that film.
Been 8 years.
Oh, yeah, 2013, I think. Yeah,
But it
13.
worked really
Yeah,
well.
13.
Worked really well because I remember when I went to watch this film, and I was with my friends and my family, and I still remember the entire hall, the theater was they. I think they had died laughing, like in increment. Like I couldn't breathe. Like I had difficulty in breathing. That's how much I was laughing. So yes, it worked very well.
I'm
So
so
I
happy
was.
that actually, I wanted to go to every single theater and watch every single show because that's the only way you can see how people are reacting.
Yeah.
Because what happens is we generally have like a screening, and or we'll go to one theater or two theater, but you don't know with comedies. The thing is, somewhere people will laugh on one particular joke a lot more than in somewhere else. And now I had people who used to send me clippings of theaters while they were watching it of like
Yeah.
laughters, and it's like one of those things like nothing can compare to that for an actor in terms of a reaction. Like it was amazing.
It was a very good film. So I want to know, like, are you guys planning a sequel to it? Because you should absolutely do that because it was so great. It was
Look,
loved
we
by.
we ended the first film hoping that we would immediately start the sequel. Everybody involved with the film loves the film and wants to do a sequel, but unfortunately, it's the logistical issues, the producers and like the other side of the business that we are not in command of, is where it's always getting stuck. In the last 2 years, I think there were 4 or 5 announcements made about the film being, starting, and there are a couple of ideas that have been cracked. But like time and again, I eventually become as clueless as everybody else to what the actual fate of the film will be. And I guess if that doesn't happen, then we'll have to come up with something else which is as wacky as that.
Maybe this time gangsters and zombies. Like maybe.
Aliens, gangsters, or alien gangster zombies.
Correct. So, Kunal, you have this crazy record of comedy films. So, is it that you enjoy doing comedy more?
I think people enjoy watching comedy more, and hence comedies get made a lot more. In fact, after doing Kalyug and Traffic Signal, people never thought that I would do a comedy because, the last film they remembered me from was Zakham, which was a serious film, and then
Yeah.
Kalyug and Traffic were both a bit serious,
Right.
dramas. So, in fact, like when I even said that, I wanted to do comedy, people didn't take it seriously. They were like, but what if he's not good? Because comedy is one of those mediums. If you're good at it, it's great. Otherwise, you're not half good ever. Like you're
Yeah.
bad or you're good. So I had to do a film like Dhol at that point of time, which like after two solos for me to go and do a four-hero film, everybody in the industry was like, why would you do that? You got this solo thing going. But I was like, but I really enjoy doing comedies. And after Dhol, it just happened that people started loving me in comedies, and then 99 and then Dhoonte Rah Jaoge and Golmaal and Go Goa Gons and all these things happen. And like I said, like even if you're at home, if you have a if there's something that you want to watch, you'll probably watch a Two and a Half Men or an Office or a Simpsons over
Yes.
picking up like a Breaking Bad unless you really want to commit to it.
Correct.
So it's an easier watch, so people really enjoy it more, and I think that's why a lot of more comedies came my way. And hence, when I got a chance to do something like a Kalank or a Malang, I jumped at it because I wanted to actually kind of try something else.